All right, here we go. Week 6. It's cold in here. Brr. If you go down, 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 let's see. Scroll. We're getting to the end of it, guys. We'll come back and talk about all this later. This is this week's what to do if you're confused yet still. Most of you got this down. Woohoo! Monday. No school. That was today, technically. It was another day for teachers to prepare. A lot of schools have longer than us left of this lovely e-learning experience, so we got about 2 weeks left. Hang in there. Tuesday, not a health day. Work on health if you want. Wednesday, you should have completed your post on the Vaccine Wars discussion post. Most of you have already done that, so if you haven't already, you should be posting there. You should have already completed all the quizzes by now, the communicable disease and the Vaccine Wars worksheet quiz. I know most of you have done the communicable disease quiz. It's an easy 10 points. You can still retake it as many times as you want if you didn't get 100%. Should be fairly easy to get 100% if you watched or took notes on my PowerPoint. 5 easy questions about transmitting communicable diseases. Thursday, not a health day. Feel free to do health if you want. Friday, you should have already completed your post on Vaccine Wars. Do it now, last chance by Friday if you haven't already, so that next week your classmates can respond to you. It's not really fun if, 2 people get all the responses because no one else has posted. We want to hear all your thoughts and all your ideas. Try to find a classmate that maybe doesn't have any responses yet. You should, again, have completed all the quizzes. I'll go back and show you where those are, but the communicable disease quiz and then the Vaccine Wars worksheet quiz was basically a replacement from turning in your worksheet because I'm not going to collect any papers. It's a hassle. You should have watched the Vaccine Wars video. A lot of you be Googling answers, and Mr. Google is doing you dirty because he's telling you the answer is Jessica Biles when, maybe she does not approve of vaccinating her kids, but she was not in the video. So, all of you posting Jessica Biles as your answer, I know you're not watching. Stop it. Additionally, by now you should be thinking of or responding to at least 2 of your classmates. If you're bored and want to respond to everyone, respond to everyone. Woo! You're not going to get credit if you have poor responses. So if you respond to your best friend and say, yeah, I feel the same way. It's not a response. I feel the same way because, or I don't agree with you because, don't be mean about it. Don't, use bad language, school guidelines. You should know this by now. But you should have a meaningful reply. Maybe ask them a question like, oh, can you tell me more why you felt this way? You can have a discussion. It doesn't have to just be a post and a done. We would have discussed this in class, so this is where I'm trying to get a little discussion on the topic in. I know it's not as good, but as always, ask me if you have any concerns or questions. I'm here to help you guys, So let me know if you need help. I also shared a link for your health final. It's super easy. I just really want to know what you guys thought of health class this year, Maybe you liked the online part the best and I should incorporate more online stuff in the future. I don't know. It's a little Flipgrid, which I've never used before, so, be nice about it. Don't use any bad language. Your classmates can watch them. I can watch them. And then I can see all your shining faces because I miss you guys so much. I wish we could go back to school. Again, you should have already taken this. I was nice and I reopened it until the end of the school year because some of you missed the deadline. So, retake it again if you want. I don't care. Go nuts. These are the other 2 quizzes you should have done by now. This Vaccine Wars worksheet quiz is worth more points, more bang for your buck, so you really want to finish this one because I think it's about 25 points, which is going to be most of your quarter 4 grade. Down here you have the Vaccine Wars COVID-19 discussion post. I already have posts and responses. Basically, you're answering these 3 questions for me. Number 1, based on what you learned from actually watching the Vaccine Wars movie, do you think it would be beneficial to have a vaccine for COVID-19? Why or why not? Number 2, based on what you witnessed in the video, because you should have watched it, do you think everyone will get the COVID-19 vaccine when they release it? Why do you feel this way? Explain, please. And then number 3, I want you to make 2 predictions if this went either one way. What do you think would happen to the spread of the virus if there was a vaccine and people started getting vaccinated? Like, do you think the death rates would drop? Do you think they would go up because everyone thinks now we can do whatever we want because there's a vaccine? I don't know. Open-ended question. What will happen if, on the opposite end, no one gets vaccinated because they're afraid that if they get the vaccine, they'll get autism or they'll get COVID-19 and die? Or worse, if there's no vaccine that's even created. They're trying, they are, but, you know, viruses are tricky and crafty, and maybe this is the virus that they can't figure out a vaccine for. Who knows? I want you to justify your predictions with what you saw in the Vaccine Wars video. So why do you feel that your predictions are trustworthy? What did you see in the video? What do you know about people in America and how they feel about vaccines? Or what did the video show you about how vaccines work when a lot of people use them efficiently and effectively? You should have saw all that in the video. Your initial post should be posted no later than this Wednesday so that people can start replying, please and thank you. And then I want you to respond to 2 of your classmates. And when I say respond again, I mean like a good thought out response. You know, I think you should read all of your classmates' posts and then pick one. You know, don't just scroll to the first person and have, you know, 10 people respond to Connor down here because he was the first one to post. Sorry, Connor. And then, you know, no one responds to Cindy Lou Who, and she's sad because no one posted on hers. But if you post last second, chances are there's not going to be a lot of people left that need to reply. People want to reply and get it done, so let's get it out of the way. You should respond to your classmates by the end of this week. Again, you can go into next week as long as you finish before school's over on the 15th. I'm fine with that. But, you know, get it done. I'll go back, I'll show you one more thing. The final, which isn't really like a final. It's a final survey for me. And it's also on the updates page. I posted it in multiple spots so you could find it. It says health class final. This is both for 7th and 8th grade. So you're going to see the 7th graders in there as well because it's just easier to make one. You're going to log in with Google because it has to be your school email. Otherwise, it won't let you log in, just so other random people can't post. But you go down and I'm asking you, you know, normally I'd hand you a paper survey and it would have a couple questions on it. I guess the most important question, you know, I want to know is what was your favorite thing we learned about and did in health class this year? And then I get to see your beautiful, bright, shiny faces because I miss you guys so much. And then tell me why it was your favorite. I already have a response. Go Claire. Woo! And, you know, usually I ask other things like how you feel about me as a teacher, how you thought I did, getting to, like, know you, but with the paper copy, it's easier to be anonymous, and some people put their name on it, but some people don't want to, so just to make it easier, stick to the one question. Thought it'd be fun to do Flipgrid. I've never posted one before, so I hope it works. Obviously, you can watch your other classmates and see what they said, because I'm sure you guys miss each other as well. Obviously, you know, be appropriate and use appropriate language and whatever else Flipgrid has to offer. Otherwise, we're going to have issues. It's the end of the year, so let's not go there. So, that's all I have for you guys. This is basically what you're going to be doing next week. So if you get it done, this is the last thing I have for you to do in health class. I hope you're keeping up with your other classes. I hope that this wasn't too much work for you, wasn't too strenuous. I hope you have a favorite thing. It could be, a favorite topic we talked about. It'll be very interesting to hear from you as 8th graders because we didn't get to our sexuality unit because of COVID-19. I had everything printed off, I promise. We were going to do it. It was going to be so much fun. But, that's usually everyone's favorite thing. So I'm interested to see what else we enjoyed, or if you enjoyed working with partners, maybe you liked the online learning and you're like, oh, taking quizzes online was awesome and working at my own pace was awesome. Maybe we can learn to adapt in the future and, I can share my success with the next health teacher that comes in my spot. So, happy learning. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Goodbye.